Hey everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today it is time for our next set of side quests. This time we are getting started here in the Dravanian Forelands, and our minion for today is the fledgling Apkalu. Hello there. Alright, we have a lot of missions and quests over here in the Dravanian Forelands, so we're going to get started. We could unlock sightseeing right now. I'm debating this. Sightseeing is considerably easier in Heavensward onwards than it was in A Realm Reborn. So I think I want to keep doing like dedicated sightseeing videos, but we will hold off on that for now. We'll unlock it when we get started. Okay, then let's see. For side quests, what do we want to do? Let's start with some bad news. That sounds like a great way to start. So that'll take us into the hut and speaking to Marsachamp. Hello. The hunter becomes the quack. Alright, some bad news. Marsachamp is looking for a reliable pair of feet. I see you've been making the rounds getting to know the hunters in these parts. Well, how'd you like to help a real hunter? I'm overseeing 3 camps set up to the east, but the lazy sods ain't sent me a report in over a fortnight, and I'm too bleeding busy to be playing messenger. You look right fierce enough to get the information out of them. It's a simple job that'll earn you some coin. Can't rightly say no to that. If that tickles your fancy, then you'll need to talk to the leaders of each camp. Leonulf, Gweneret, and Imabert. Hear what they have to say and get back to me when you're done. Alright, I can take care of that. There are a lot of quests for us to do today. We are going to be focusing on level 52 quests, and there's 23 of them. We're not going to be doing all of them today. We're going to be doing about half. But like, there's 23 of them. So we're going to be quite busy. And then there's also the level 53 quests, which there's another huge batch of them. Alright, let's climb up to that camp so we can get the report. This looks like a good path to get up. Hello there, Leonulf. I am under attack. Hopefully... Oh, there we go. It left. Things are going well enough. Been running into a bit of trouble with those giant bugs in these woods, though. Alright, well... I guess that's not too big of a deal. Annoying giant bugs. It sounds like something you can deal with, but it certainly is a nuisance. Hi, I'm colorblind. Are these red? I'm pretty sure they're red. I'm going to stay very far away from them. Definitely not going to fight them. Now, how do we get to this next camp? It is much higher up. I think we're going to have to circle around from the north, most likely. Yeah, from the north looks to be our best bet. There we go. Hello there, camp. And Gweneret. What's the report? Nothing out of the ordinary here. There's just the one bird that won't shut up. Haven't been able to catch a wink for all its bloody screeching. Okay, so everything is fine in both camps so far. Y'all are just running into nuisances more than anything. Alright, no, Chocobo, we're not doing that. I'm leaving you alone, so you leave me alone. I'm not here to hurt you, I'm just here to check on the hunters who are here to hurt you, probably. And once again, we're going to need to find some way to get up there. Probably, again, from the north. I think. It's pretty high up there, though. Seriously? Okay. Yeah, no, this is gonna have to be the way up. Just rock climbing, I guess. There has to be some sort of intended path, though, right? No? Alright, Imabert. What's the report? Had ourselves a bit of an incident the other day. Some fiend came stomping out of the tree line and gobbled up one of our fresh-caught birds. Wasn't a damn thing we could do about it. If we're gonna keep on in this area, we'll need some extra hands. You tell the chief that. Okay, so annoying bugs, annoying birds, and extra hands to deal with predators. Got it. Alright, let's head back to Marsuchomp. Alright then, Marsuchomp, I return with the reports. Annoying bugs, annoying birds, and need more hands to deal with predators. So they've all got issues, but none of them thought to ask me for help. Do they think I'll bite off their heads or something? At any rate, I'd best prepare to round up the birds from each camp. Thanks again for your help, friend. Say, since you've already struck up an acquaintance with my people and all, maybe you'd be willing to lend them a hand. Seems they talk to you of their troubles readily enough. I mean, I can do that, and we get an ether current out of that. How many more to go? I believe 3. Yeah, 3 more for the Forlands. Alright, next up, needs more salt. The forest is under threat, and Marsuchomp needs your help to save it. Ah, Satori, just the last I was looking for. Slugs have taken to infest in the surrounding woods, and I need your help getting rid of them. I've already got some people on the job, but the slimy buggers multiply faster than they can kill them. At the moment, we're short on hands in the south of the Chocobo Forest. Go there quick as you can and use this here solution to lure the slugs out. I reckon you know what to do after that. Alright, we're on a slug hunt. On to the south camp it was. Okay, so not the south camp, but an even further south camp. Got it. We got to the south camp going up that way. We need to get to this camp by going this way. Past the angry Chocobos. I guess we are helping the south camp. We're just in the vicinity rather than at it. Okay, fine. I'll deal with the Chocobos, since they seem to want to deal with us. Just go away, leave us alone, and let me kill these slugs. Alright, there we go. Hello there, Dravanian slugs. Sorry, but you need to die. You are just causing a problem for all the tree life around here. Oh, move! And that should just about do it. Our poison will finish it off. Well, our combust will finish it off. Next up, you. And then where's the last one? Over here. Alright, Juniper, you finish off that slug. Wow, okay, I was gonna try and get another slug out so we could do this a little bit faster, but sure. Last slug. Okay, that'll finish it off. Let's get back to Marsuchomp and report in. Alright, Marsuchomp, I return with good news. Took care of the slugs, did you? My thanks, friend. I shudder to think what might have happened had they gotten out of control. If the forest dies, the Chocobos would stop coming here. Needless to say, that's bad news for us. By protecting the forest, we keep the birds happy, which in turn makes us happy. A mutually beneficial relationship now. What? What's the solution made of, you ask? Well, the main ingredient's Chocobo. Actually, never mind. Some things are best left unknown. Bahaha! So it's manure. Got it. Alright then, next up, let's say we go help out the hunting camps directly. First up, Leonolf at the South Camp has a quest for us. Leonolf is on the lookout for buzzing bugs. The bugs I mentioned earlier? Goddamn feather fleas. They got suckers all along and love the taste of chocobo blood. Been wondering what to do about them. I managed to drive them away whenever they come near our birds, but there doesn't seem to be an end to the buggers. I'd go into the forest and squash them myself, but that'd leave the chocobos defenseless. Say, why don't you kill a few of them in my stead? If you could put down about 4 or so, you'd have my thanks. Feather fleas, got it. Let's go a-hunting. Is it really that close to the main road? Did I really climb all the way up here earlier for nothing? Oops. Alright, well, 4 feather fleas, that doesn't sound too bad. Just wish my weapon was a bit stronger. A little mad at myself that I didn't hold on to the better weapon I made. Okay, there's 2. 2 more to go. Let's find another group of 2 will be ideal. Perfect. Let's kill the 2 of you. And then healers usually have a gain on 2, right? For their AoEs? Let's do it. Awesome, okay. That is all the hunting of feather fleas. Hopefully that thins them out enough. Back to Leonulf. Let's go report in and let him know that Chocobo's blood is safe. Leonulf, hello there. I take it the fleas went down easy? Ah, you're quite a bug killer. The Chocobos fly into a flurry at the very sight of those blasted bugs, and it takes the better part of the day to calm them down. Thanks to you, we'll be able to sleep peacefully for a while. Awesome. We got our choice of item level 125 gear, but we have much better than that, so moving on to the central camp. Gwenorette, what do you have for us? I remember it was something about a very loud bird? Gwenorette needs help calming a distressed Chocobo. By the 12, this Chocobo just won't shut up. She's got no hurts as far as I can see, and a sick bird wouldn't make such a fuss, which leaves just one possibility. I have a mind to go and verify my suspicion, but I'm not overly keen on leaving this bird while it's wailing away like this. Could attract predators. Would you mind going? Here, lend me your map. I'll mark the place we caught this bird. Chances are there's a nest nearby. If you find it, know what's inside and come back to tell me. Ah, you suspect it's a parent Chocobo. That would explain the yowling. Okay, let's go check it out. So just over here, just across the road. Where is that nest? Here we go. It's got eggs. Yep, that would certainly explain it. Well, now we know why the Chocobo's so upset. Do you want to maybe return it to its family, maybe? I don't know, a Chocobo that has eggs laid. Probably not the best one to capture. Probably not the greatest idea to leave those chicks without a parent. You let it go? Just as I thought, this one's about to be a mother. There's no helping it then. As fine a bird as she is, she's got to go back to her nest. It's a rule of ours, you see. You can't catch a Chocobo what's brooding. It don't matter that it's the finest specimen you ever seen or that you've been having a bad spell. Nah, whatever the circumstance, we've got to see beyond the present. Elsewise, we hunters won't have much of a future. Hey, look at that! Hunters being responsible. Sadly, the very concept of being responsible and looking out for the environment that you are a part of appears to be considered sinful in my culture, which is unfortunate. It's very distressing and annoying and irritating and terrible. Alright, on to the North Camp. Good news, North Camp, it's your lucky day. I'm here to help with your ails. Bird is in need of an adventure to do his fighting for him. God damn it, that's the 3rd time this week. Blasted Bandersnatches keep snapping up the Chocobos before we collect them from the traps. The blasted beast got a taste of Chocobo meat and now they won't stay away. Why, I seen 3 prowling nearby not a bell ago waiting for an easy meal. If you were to get rid of them, then might be as well make it worth your while. Alright, go deal with the Bandersnatches before they can snatch up the birds. Sounds like a plan. Oh, I shouldn't have dropped down, oh well. There's plenty down here as well. Hello, Bandersnatch. Hello, another Bandersnatch. Can I get a third one? Nah. They're too scattered, not worth it. I'll just lose their attention. Alright, Juniper, you deal with that one, I deal with this one. We make a great team. Look at you go, you're going just about as fast as I am. Excellent work! Alright, one last Bandersnatch. And let's start making our way up the cliff. The Bandersnatch will follow, and Juniper can finish it off. There we go. Nope, don't need to fight you. Sorry, 3 was my limit. Alright, back we go. North Camp, good news. Your Bandersnatch problem has been dealt with. You slew the beasts? Wonderful, now the Chocobos won't become Bandersnatch fodder no more. To be fair though, the birds are perfectly capable of fending for themselves. They only fell prey to the Bandersnatches because they were trapped. For that I feel bloody awful. But thanks to you, the noble creatures won't meet such an unfit end no more. Alright, well I'm glad we were able to help out. Alright, back to Tailfeather itself for the rest of today's quest, I believe. Alright, our next quest is going to be coming from Leopard over here, and this is going to lead into a chain of quests. Leopard is looking for someone to watch over a novice hunter. Well, if it isn't the famed Satora everyone's been going on about. Word travels fast on a camp this small. Say, could you lend me your ear for a bit? Thanks for keeping this lonely hunter company. Any road, since you're new around here, I thought you might want to know about this place and its denizens. You see, the hunters of Tailfeather make their way by catching the wild chocobos wandering around these forests and selling them to the renowned Ishgardian traders. Trainers. You might think us hunters have the easy end of the deal, but you'd change your mind quick enough the first time a dragon breathes down your neck. Add to that all the other hungry beasts looking for an easy meal, and you'd be right to doubt the sanity of this whole camp. That's why most hunters in the Dravanian Forelands are either them that are just trying to escape their pitiful lives back home, or them that are crazy enough to get enjoyment from risking their necks every day. Of course, you can't forget those that are here just here for a quick bucketful of gill, chasing the golden chocobos, so to speak. The promise of riches brings new blood from all over Eorzea. Ain't that right, Chianta? You got that right, I'm here to bag myself the biggest chocobo Eorzea's ever seen. Thing is, chocobo hunting's generally done in pairs, and Chianta here, having never trapped an animal herself, is in need of a partner. I know you've got some experience hunting all manner of beasts, so I'm asking you to help her out until I find someone suitable. I can do that? Sounds like a plan. I can't thank you enough, Satora. Chianta's got some ideas for her first hunt. Speak to her and she'll tell you all about them. Alright, we are working with a novice then. Alright, Chianta, what is your plan? Finally, a partner. Now we can be real hunters. Let's not keep those birds waiting. This hunt will be simple. All we have to do is lure a chocobo out with these gizzle greens. There's only one problem. Wild chocobos have a keen sense of smell and won't come near a trap if they catch even a whiff of a hunter's scent. But fret not, for I have a plan. Just the other day I came across some mushrooms whose reek I can still smell. If we use them to hide our scent, those chocobos will be none the wiser. Wouldn't this mask the scent of the gizzle greens as well? I'll take care of arranging the gizzle greens for the trap, and I need my partner, that's you, to go and pick that pungent fungus for me. It seems the hunters call the mushroom Chandler's Wick, and about 5 or so should do the trick. Just head out east with Tailfeather for a bit and use your nose to guide you the rest of the way. Alright. Let's go find this Chandler's Wick. That's gonna be over right by South Camp, it seems. But I think we should be able to head up this way to get to it. Maybe. Possibly. Here we go. What are you? Ooh, we got a B rank hunt mark. Too bad I don't have that unlocked for Heavensward yet. Alright, let's grab ourselves some Chandler's Wick. And where's the last one? Oh, 5. Why did I think it wanted me to get 3? Maybe from the fact that I'm not seeing all that much around here. Where the heck is it all? Maybe it's up on top of the cliffs? Alright then, I'll just circle around to South Camp and meet you up there. Alright, made it to the upper level. Now let's see if we can find more of this Chandler's Wick. Looks like we need to go even further up. Can I jump up here? No. Then we'll go up this way. This'll work. Now then, where are those mushrooms? Oh, here they all are. Yup, they were just up here. No, bad. Hey, Juniper, can you deal with these, please? I guess I'll have to help since there's 2 of them. I'm gonna have Juniper fight one while I grab the mushrooms, but yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, now we can get our Chandler's Wick. And the last one is right over there. There we are, back to Chianta. Alright, Chianta, I bring to you your terrible mushrooms. Say nothing, partner. Judging by our charming odor, you've already picked the mushrooms we need. Yep, I got them right here. The biting aroma of this white narrow mushroom cannot be described without using terms that would make a maiden blush. That bad, huh? Yes, these are the... My God, the stench is even worse up close. Here, I'll put them in my bag before the whole camp retches. Alright, partner, looks like I have the unenviable job of mixing these mushrooms with the gizzle greens. Say, why don't you tell Lupard what a good team we make? Sure, Lupard, here's what a good team we make. We're gonna use horrible mushrooms to cover up the scent of the gizzle greens on accident. What in the 7 hells she have you do? She's gonna mask your scents with that? Can't say anything about how wise that plan is, but it sure is interesting. As I'm sure you've gathered from the tail and ears, Chianta's a Sir? Chianta's a Mikote and hunting's in their blood. Could be this plan might actually work. Anyway, it seems you two are getting along better than I could have hoped. Keep on with her and I'll keep asking around for anyone lacking a partner. Alright then, that's our first mission done. Let's keep going. It looks like Lupard has some good news for you. Satoru, the whole camp's been in a hubbub. Seems a lone Chocobo's been sighted wandering around not too far south, waiting for a pair of hunters to come and snatch it up. An easy target will make the perfect first hunt for Chianta. Now don't go thinking this bird will just walk right into your traps. Chianta's still as green as they come. Go with her and lend a hand before she misses out on her first catch. Alright, Chianta, you ready? You heard Lupard. What are you waiting for, partner? That Chocobo's not gonna catch itself. Ah, wait, before I forget. Aha! This is the special mixture I made out of those mushrooms and some gizzle greens. Fragrant, aren't they? The Chocobo we're aiming to nab's been sighted to the south, which means plenty of hunters that think they're clever set up traps there. Lucky for us, though, I've thought one step ahead. You see, since so many hunters have been down south, their scent will be as plain to the bird as this mushrooms is to us. Now, if I was a Chocobo, I'd steer well clear of that place. I might even be inclined to take a slightly more dangerous route so as to not run into any hunters. Now, if my instincts are right, that Chocobo will go right through Bandersnatch territory. That's why we gotta set up our traps to the north. Brilliant idea, ain't it? Honestly, very reasonable. I still think the mushrooms are a terrible idea, but... What's that? Don't tell me you're scared of the big bad Bandersnatches. Just tread lightly and we'll both come back with a new Chocobo. Here, let's divide up the greens and get to setting our traps. Once everything's set up, let's meet at the hunter's camp to the north. Good luck, partner. Alright then, off we go to Bandersnatch territory. Alright, looks like we're going to be setting our trap just past the bridge up here. So let's see, what's a good spot? Right over here? Just off the path with a little bit of foliage to hide the Chocobo, so it might feel safe eating here. Now let's head on up to the northernmost camp and see if our plan works. Alright, Chianta, you ready? What took you so long? I finished setting up my trap bells ago. So are the gizzle greens in their place? They are. I knew I could count on my partner. I hope he didn't taste any because I put a little something extra in my gizzle greens. Sleeping powder. Once that Chocobo falls for my trap, it'll fall into a deep sleep. Genius. Again, the only part of this plan I disagree with is the mushrooms. Everything else is pretty good. Did you hear that? Was that a Chocobo cry? It was over in the direction of your trap. Let's go, partner. Wait, this actually worked? Seriously, I was absolutely convinced that the smell of the mushrooms would overpower the gizzle greens and the Chocobo wouldn't be interested in or wouldn't even know about the gizzle greens. Can you believe it? It's a genuine bona fide drowsified Chocobo. See, hunting's easy. My plan worked perfectly. I'll take the Chocobo back to Tailfeather. Partner, could you go and tell Lupard that I'm a real hunter now? Honestly, yeah, no, I'm very impressed. Genuinely very impressed. Lupard, you're not gonna believe this. Her plan worked perfectly. How are you and that wily Mikote faring? She caught a Chocobo. It worked. You don't say. Chianta actually bagged a bird. I ain't never seen a hunter get a Chocobo on their first outing. I guess what they say about Mikote is true. Can't leave you, the unsung hero, without her bit of praise either. If things keep going this well, then we may not even need to find a partner. Alright, then what's next, Lupard? I noticed she's not actually back yet. Should we go help her drag it over? It was a rather large bird. Lupard has finally found a potential partner for Chianta. Word of Chianta's catch has been spreading around Tailfeather. Some say it's a beginner's luck, but a few have expressed interest in joining with her to see a Mikote hunt for themselves. I've taken the liberty of finding one I think might make a good match. He's a fresh arrived hunter that goes by the name of Gisel. I'm thinking we should have a little trial hunt to see if he and our budding prodigy get along. Of course, I wouldn't be fool enough to let two greenhorns go out on a hunt unsupervised. That's why I need you to look after him. How about it? Are you keen to go out hunting with her again? Sure, I'm down. She's very good and very competent. With any luck, she'll be off having adventures on her own in no time at all. Any road, I seen her leave the encampment just a couple of bells ago off to the southeast. If you can find her, tell her to return to camp so we can get the introduction started. Oh, she came and left in the time that it took me to get back here. That's why she's missing. Alright, let's go find Chianta. Off to the east, our southern camp. Hey Chianta, good news! Sounds like we may have found a partner for you. Oh partner, what brings you all the way out here? Any Chocobo sightings I should know about? No, but we did find you a potential permanent partner. You mean Lupard has found me a real partner? I wonder what kind of bow they use. Well, best head back to Tailfeather to start my hunting career. Alright then. Let's head back. Lupard, Kianta, and Gizzle, I see you have all met now. Is it true? Did Kianta catch a chocobo on her very first hunt? I'm not sure I'm qualified. Oh, don't be like that. You mean to tell me that's my partner? I bet he's never even ridden a chocobo. Oh dear. Now that everyone's here, how about we all play nice and introduce ourselves? Gizzle's a shy bloke. Why don't you try striking up the conversation? Yeah, so Gizzle, tell me about yourself. Well met, I'm Gizzle, like the Gizzle Green. I came to Tailfeather in hopes of making my fortune, but I didn't expect dragons and bandersnatches. But I don't plan on going home empty-handed. With Kianta as my partner, we'll catch a chocobo that'll have those snobbyish guardians groveling at our feet, right? Just when I thought I'd found a partner. Say, Satora, how about lending us a hand just one more time? I think someone might need it. Don't be like that. That's what I wanted to hear. There might be hope for us after all. While some other hunters were cowering in their small clothes, I scouted a few places that are just chock full of chocobos. I set up a few traps in the northwest of here. Scout out your respective areas and we'll meet back here to share our findings. Remember, a slow hunter is a poor hunter. Kianta, you may be very talented and very skilled, but you have a bit of an ego problem, it seems. Yes, the guy seems very underqualified, I will admit, in that he is very skittish and shy and seems unconfident in himself. But that's nothing that he can't grow out of with experience. We barely know how he works yet. He could actually be a fantastic partner for you who just doesn't know it yet. Okay, let's find our traps. Or rather, our scouting locations. I don't see anything over here. How about over this way? Anything? Nope, we got bandersnatches and foliage and not much else. Alright, one last spot. I think it was right over here. I saw it earlier. There it is. No, none of that. Hey, Juniper, can you deal with this for me? Just grab its attention. Here, let me aim it over here. Perfect. And I'll check for chocobos. Not you, of course. Not seeing much but Juniper. Alright, well, that's a bust. Thank you for being my guard, Chocobo Juniper. God. I mean, it works. Alright, back to Kianta. Kianta, Lupard, hello, how's it going? Best of luck with these two. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna need it, honestly. You're back, so how many chocobos did we catch? Absolutely nothing. My story's the same. Well, I guess a hunt can't succeed every time. Any road, where in the Seven Hells is Gizzle? I reckon he saw some dragons and ran off. Well, it's not as if we can wait here till the next astral era. Besides, he didn't look the type who could defend himself, and the last thing I need is some rookie hunter's blood on my hands. Let's go look for him, Satori, before a bandersnatch gobbles him up. He should be just to the east of the encampment. God damn it, how hard is it to find a reliable hunter in a hunter's camp? I mean, he is new. And it sounds like there is some interest beyond just him, so even if he doesn't work out, it's not all hope lost. Alright, let's head all the way up to the uppermost level. Kianta and Gizzle, and what have you found? A baby? Quack, quack! A baby! What in the Seven Hells is he doing? The chocobos are over there! Kianta, do you not see? Kianta, look at this! It's a chocobo hatchling. I wonder where its mother is. Have you ever seen anything like it? Quack! Kianta, your instincts were right. You really are a born hunter. Let's take this back to Tailfeather and show Lupard. What? That's just a hatchling. We can't expect to make any gil with that. Leave it here. But this one was separated from its mother. It's bound to starve or get eaten if we just leave it here. That's why I have to care for it until it grows as hale as Ishgard's mightiest steeds. I think hunting might not be in my nature. My mind is made up. I'll work in the stables while I raise this hatchling. And I have your hunting instincts to thank for helping me see my path, Kianta. Well, I've never been one to tell another how to live. I hope you're better at raising chocobos than you are at hunting them. Well, I guess it's time to get back to Tailfeather. Gizzle, I'll go with you to make sure you don't fall prey to any beasts along the way. Well, I guess it's working out in a way. Glad Gizzle was able to find something he does want to do. And hopefully that works out for him. Though I hope we're able to figure out where that poor Chocobo's mother went. What happened to her? I suppose it doesn't matter too much if Gizzle's going to be raising the Chocobo, but still, the mother could still be out there, and if she's looking for it, she's going to be distressed. Looks like the search for a partner continues. Quack! I've told Lupart of my decision to work in the stables. Before long, the Chocobos I've helped raise will carry you across the realms. Hey, best of luck to you. Also, you should probably fix that hunchback. It's not great for you. Oh, look at him! Gizzle told me he wants to raise Chocobos now. It's too bad hunting ain't its calling, but everyone here is free to make their own choices. Now about the hatchling he brought along. Generally, we don't allow hunters to take eggs or chicks, since if we did, pretty soon the forest would be nothing but Bandersnatches and dragons. But it looks like this one's lost its mother, and Gizzle seems right adamant about raising it himself. So I think I can make an exception this time. Thank you, Lupart. Kianta, Satora, if not for you, my true calling would still be a mystery. Though short, I am grateful for our time together. Well, looks like Kianta's gonna have to wait for a bit longer for her partner. I'll keep asking around. Well, maybe next time. Alright, Lupart, any other ideas for who might make a good partner? Actually, let's talk to Kianta first. Lupart called me over here just before I was gonna head out. I wonder if he has a new partner for me. Lupart has one more hunter that might meet Kianta's standards. Ah, you're both both here right in time. I made the acquaintance of another hunter that's looking for a partner and took the liberty of putting Kianta's name forward. His name is Baracoin, and though he's only been here but a short while, he's built quite a reputation for himself. He should be over near the storehouse. Why don't you go ahead and make your acquaintances? Finally, someone worth hunting with. Let's not waste any time. Satora, I couldn't say this to Kianta, but something about this hunter has me feeling uneasy. Look after the two of them and make sure nothing goes amiss. Alright, let's go keep an eye on them then. Uneasy, you say? Wonder what that could be about. Baby, look at the baby running around. I love them. I love baby chocobos. He doesn't seem very friendly. What do you want? We're here to see if you're a good fit for being Kianta's partner. A partner? Ah, I remember that fool Lupart going on about something like that. So you're the greenhorn he sent along. No, over here, Kianta's the name, and I'll have you know I've already caught one chocobo, so I'm hardly new to this. Lupart has some nerve sending me an untrained child. Can you even knock that bow? Very well, prove yourself in the hunt, and maybe I'll let you carry the chocobo back. Meet at the Northwest Camp. You do know where that is, yes? Ooh, I do not like him. Who does he think he is? I'm a hunter, not some craven child. We'll see who catches a chocobo. Yeah, he's got a rotten attitude. Alright, let's get moving. To the Northwest Camp. Alright, made it back to the Northwest Camp. Hello there, Kianta. Where is Baracoin? He sure talked big, but I don't see him anywhere. Some hunter. If you spot any traces of him, let me know. Alright, let's go take a look around and see if we can find him. I do not like him so far, though. Talking shit, acting all high and might. I mean, Chianta also has a bit of an ego problem, but this guy's far worse. Talking shit, acting all high and mighty, and then he doesn't even show up. Did he get his northwest and northeast confused? Did he forget which way is left and right? Why is he over by the northeast camp? Alright, Baracoin, what the hell are you doing over here? How did you get so in the wrong place? No, back off. Sorry, Chocobo, but I'm not here to fight you. I'm here to talk to Baracoin. You know what, Juniper, you deal with it. Oh, it's you. So you do her searching for her, too. What's that? As you can see, I had a good reason to delay my arrival. A hunter would keep his own mother waiting if he caught prey in his sights. I felled this Chocobo with a single arrow, and what's more, there's a bountiful nest of eggs as well. Okay, two things. One, you killed the Chocobo. Two, you killed a mother. Pretty sure you're about to be banished from Tailfeather for this, because they have explicitly said this is against the rules. Ha! With one arrow, my fortune grows. You go tell that little girl that this is what real hunting is. I'll take my catch back to Tailfeather alone. Mwah! This Chocobo will fetch a hefty price, to say nothing of the unhatched eggs. Hey, Chianta? Want to kill a man with me? Chianta, I've got news. I think we're gonna have to kill this guy. What, you found him? And he killed a Chocobo? Yeah, a mother at that with 3 eggs. He even took the eggs. You don't mean to say he killed a brooding Chocobo? New party will want to hear about this. I'll hurry back to Tailfeather. Well, I'm pretty sure we're about to destroy this man's entire career. Thank you for distracting the brown bear, Juniper. You are very, very capable. I feel bad for using you as bait like this, but you're clearly holding your own. You killed every enemy that I'm setting you against, so you're doing a great job. Lupard, I take it you've heard the news. Hi, Baracoin. What are y'all giving me that look for? Not enough eggs for you? Oh, he really doesn't know. To kill a Chocobo, she sits caring for her eggs. He's got no right to call himself a hunter. A poacher is more like it. Chianta here's told me everything. It's a bloody mess of a story. You killed a defenseless Chocobo while she was caring for her eggs. You have no right to be among us hunters. A child dares to lecture me on hunting? That bird was just sitting on eggs that are mine by rights. How you... Baracoin, I ain't got the words to express my disgust. I can't stop you from hunting how you like, but you'll no longer be welcome at Tailfeather. What? You're gonna exile a hunter for hunting? Who gives a damn where the Chocobo's laying its arse? All the hunters know the rules of the camp, and you ain't got the privilege to be excluded from them. Leave Tailfeather within the next bell, or you're liable to be hunted yourself. What kind of piss-poor hunters are you? Not poachers, that's who. A golden Chocobo would be sitting on your lap and all you do is coddle it. I don't need the likes of you anyway. He's a poacher. Can we kill him? Like, hunt him anyway? Apologies, Satora. I should have known that his sort the moment he came strutting into camp. Well, looks like we're back on the hunt for a partner. The third arrow always strikes true, as they say. Hopefully. Oh, what a mess. There's gotta be a capable partner for me somewhere. I hope so. Leopard wants to try something new in his search for Chianta's partner. I know we've had our troubles with the past couple of hunters I've introduced Chianta to. It might be time to go about this partner business a different way. It might be best to introduce her to someone what knows her way around a Chocobo trap. Just so happens I know a seasoned hunter by the name of Hud that's looking for a partner. You should be able to find him in the north part of camp. Seek him out and make your acquaintances. A seasoned hunter, so he won't weigh me down like the others? This might be the start of a profitable relationship. Satora, I'm gonna need you to look after Chianta again. Hud's known to be a bit of a dependable hunter, but one can never be too careful. Ah, I see you're feeling a little paranoid after the last two. At least one of them was a nice guy who just didn't have his heart in it. The other one happened to be a complete monster, so like, I understand the hesitance after that. What's wrong with the hunters in this camp? Uh-oh, what happened? Ah, the child's guard dog comes nipping at her heels. I'll tell you what I told her. I've been hunting since before you were but a whelp at your mum's teats. I've got no inkling what Lupard told you, but I've got no patience to be holding some child's hand. Tell Lupard he'd best not waste my time again when there's hunting to be done. Damn, he is to you what you were to the first guy. Sorry, but it is kind of true. Does every hunter in this camp have a stick up their arse? He barely let me get a word in. But he's exactly the kind of partner I need. If I'm going to learn hunting, who's better to teach me than him? There has to be a way to convince him. We just need to put our heads together. Aha! Even a hardened hunter like him has to have a soft spot. He can't be that joyless every second of the day. I don't know, I've met some people. He's been in this camp for a while, right? Someone would like to know him well. Might be they know how we could get him to warm up to me. Come on, Sator, let's ask around and see if we can't find out more about my future partner. Hey, you know what? Highly respect that you really want to learn from him. I respect that so much. Much better than you were with the first guy. Alright, let's go see who knows about this HUD. HUD ain't exactly the type to warm up to people. He certainly hasn't warmed up to me. Okay, so that's not a great start, but you're just one person. Maybe you're just not the type of person he's interested in being friendly to. Who else can I talk to? Lupard? Hey, Lupard, bad news about HUD. Can't say I know much about HUD outside of hunting. Well, come to think of it, I often see him carrying around flowers. They're always the same, Dravanian lilies if I'm not mistaken. Interesting, interesting. So he carries flowers around, he has a specific type he likes. Now, where is one more person we can talk to? Oh, this is going to be an issue, isn't it? They're going to be really well hidden, just by complete unfortunate coincidence. Really hard to find. Well, might as well check in the huts. Oh, look at you. Here we go, Marsacham. You want to know about HUD? Well, seems there's some ruins he visits often, but I've got no notion what for. Okay, so he brings Dravanian lilies around with him, and he visits a ruin quite often. Maybe a grave? Maybe he's bringing them to a grave? So, what do the other hunters have to say about HUD? Not much, unfortunately, but we did learn something. Dravanian lilies, I just knew we'd find its weakness if we dug deep enough. Although I would have never guessed it'd be flowers. When I present him with a lovely Dravanian lily, he's sure to open up to me. I've heard tell of the lilies growing near the northeast camp. Just wait, HUD, you'll be my partner yet. I don't know, I've got a suspicion that he's... Okay, you know what? We're gonna roll with it. We'll find out as we go. If he is in fact bringing them to a grave, then this is about to be really awkward. But on the other hand, at least we're showing that we're trying to learn. Alright, Northeast Camp you said is where Dravanian lilies can be found? Let's go ahead and pluck some. Where are they? Kianta, where are you actually? There you are. Oh, these are very pretty. Look, Satora, Dravanian lily. I would pick it myself, but you see, I'd like to forget my own strength and crush it. So that's why you need to pick the lily for me and for HUD. Be careful. Are you allergic? Seriously, what's this about? Oh my, I've never seen such a delicate touch. You'd make quite the gatherer. Well, let's see it. You genuinely are just scared of crushing it. Fair enough. Though rarely seen anymore, mention of the lilies is common in tomes from the early 6th Astral Era. as well as children's fairy tales suggesting the flowers once grew across Kurthus. Ah, now I can see why even a hunter like Hud would be partial to this flower. Satora, accompany me to Tailfeather and we'll finally be done with this partner business. Alright then, off we go. Kianta, hello, good to see you made it back safely. Not that there was any risk of you not, but... You again? I'll say it only once more. I'm not partnering with a wet behind the ears hunter. Okay, but she's very, very competent, and also eager to learn. Hud, I brought this, for you. Aren't you that... What's this, a Dravanian lily? Huh, you think you can win me over with a flower? What in the seven hells were you thinking? I can pick as many of these damn lilies as I please, on my own. It doesn't matter what you do, you ain't fit to be my partner. I seen a hunter coddling a hatchling none too long ago. I reckon he'd be more befitting. Jesus. What a stubborn old fool. Flowers usually never fail. I'll just have to think of some other way. Oh, you are really, really dedicated to him being your partner then. Alright, what's the plan? Kianta refuses to give up on Hud. I can't give up on Hud yet. He needs to be my partner. We can't give up. We need to find him. Stora, come with me and we can cover more ground. Don't get lost in the woods. I saw him head off to the northeast. Hurry before we lose his trail. Okay, where has he run off to then? The northeast camp. Possibly to pick more lilies. Alright, Kianta. What have we found? Where is he? I could have sworn there were more lilies here before. You think Hud might have picked them? Let's keep moving. I mean, that would make sense. That's kind of the only thing over here. And he did say he can pick plenty on his own. Now, where did he go next? Kianta? I'm trusting that you know his trail. It's a petal from a Dravanian lily. We're getting close, I can sense it. Come on, Satora. Alright, I'll just keep following then. Ooh! Where did that sneeze come from? Hopefully I got that away in time. Past the northwestern camp. Satora, look, the fire's still smoking. He's not far now. Well, yes, it's currently lit. Because there's somebody at it. Kianta, please. Where did you go? Ah, I suspect these may be the ruins he goes to if he's heading over this way. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. It's a Dravanian lily, but why would he leave it here? Why do you think, Kianta? It's collapsed. What do you think may have happened here? You? What in the seven hells are you doing here? Hud, well, I really wanted to be your partner, so I may have stalked you. Huh, you managed to track me here despite my efforts to hide my tracks. An impressive feat. Nonetheless, as I've said before, you'd best give up your childish hopes. We will never hunt together. If you won't be my partner, at least tell me why. Very well, I suppose you deserve that much. My last partner died in this very spot. It was a hunt routine as any other, but I looked away for but a second. I can't bear such a loss such as that again. My next partner can't be someone who will die on me. But you're still half a child. Well, half a child or no, dying ain't anywhere on my list of things to do. The forest is vast, and I mean to learn every elm of it. And I want to learn from you. Is there something stuck twixt your... The conviction in your eyes is plain to see, I admit. Leopard didn't say you'd be so damn stubborn. Conviction alone won't keep you alive in the wilds. A child like you won't last long, unless you're under my protection. I'll have you know being my partner will take everything you've got. Be ready to hunt at first light tomorrow. What? You mean... Don't make me repeat myself. We'll return to Tailfeather at once. Watch out for bandersnatches on our way back. Hey, I'm happy for you. And yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You're making a lot more sense now. The hesitance was more of a fear than an arrogance. Understandable. Leopard, fantastic news. We finally convinced Hud to be her partner. Satora, any luck getting through to Hud? Indeed, we learned why he didn't want to take her in the first place, and he decided to take her. That's about as good an outcome as I could have hoped for. Looks like Chianta's got a bright future ahead of her, and perhaps Hud will be able to move on from his tragedy. Ever since his partner died, he's done nothing but wallow in misery. It would have been a right shame if a hunter with his talent wasn't out there catching chocobos. I dare say that Hud's hard-headedness and Chianta's hunting instincts will make the perfect match. I look forward to seeing their partnership blossom. Alright, and that quest chain is complete. One last quest for today, I think, and we're going to do the one at the Northwestern camp that we've seen a couple times. Alright, Northwest Camp, what do you have for me? The Wylam River's new inhabitants are too much for this hunter to bear. Have you been upstream of the Wylam River yet? Used to be prime hunting grounds. That is, till the bears moved in. Used to be we would hide in the waterfall's basin and lie in wait till a chocobo came around for a drink. It was easy pickings, it was, but the bears are making it difficult. Someone needs to send them running so we can get back to hunting. And you look capable enough. Send 4 down to the bottom of the basin and I'll make it worth your while. Just killing 4 bears? I can do that. We've had plenty of bears be nuisances to us already, so this will be a delight. Alright, let me just go ahead and grab a second brown bear. And start nuking them both to death. Okay, there's 2 down, 2 to go. You 2 will do nicely. Oh crap, move. There we go, now we're safe. Easy hunt. These bears are not going to want to stay here after this display. We've absolutely destroyed them. At least hopefully this sends them running. There we are. Alright, let's get back to the hunter and that'll be it for today. Ooh, this one went a little bit long, but that was kind of expected. I wager those bears will get in the way of our hunting now. All that's left is to restock on supplies and wait till it gets a little warmer and we can move back upstream. Awesome! Then with that, next time on Final Fantasy XIV. I do believe we're going to be checking back in with Alphino and hoping that maybe we have heard back from Sid at this point. Because I would really, really love to go and deal with Needhug quickly. I don't know if this will actually end the Dragon Song War, but hey, it may demotivate the Ravanians, which would be definitely making us the good guys in this situation. Alright, I will see everyone next time for that.